the spiritual man. But just before that, we want to continue our usual conversations around the local church. Like somebody rightly said, he said the online church is watching TV. And that's really correct. You're just watching TV. You have not been to service. The local assembly, of course, is God's plan and his idea. And in the first service, I did read a quote for you or to you. And it says that you don't decide to come to church on a Saturday evening. It's a once-in-a-lifetime commitment. So our commitment to the local assembly is not something we choose, an option. Just, okay, Saturday, I should go in church tomorrow, that kind of thing. No, it's a commitment you make as a believer. Same way you commit to pray, you commit to worship God and give thanks to him. You commit to be in a local assembly amongst believers where you pour your services, your resources, your attention, your submission, your love, your sacrifice, your contributions generally to see to the growth of others. Now I want to talk a bit about the place of consistency. And today we have a good number of believers who hardly stay in a local assembly for 2 years. Sometimes you see them transverse the body of Christ, looking for what is not lost. They move from place to place. In a short period as a Christian, they've been to 4, 5, 6, 7 churches. And you wonder, what kind of Christian life is that? One of the things Paul speaks about is that when you grow up, you will no longer be a babe, tossed to and fro. Of course, the context there is about doctrine. Calls it the sleight of men, cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. However, it's an important fact of being mature to be committed and to be seen as faithful. Commitment and consistency is a life of Christianity that you're found in the place, you pour yourself in it. Even if the local church is in its growing stages, is imperfect like every church is, you are giving your contribution to ensure that things work better. Now listen, commitment to a local church is not just attending. It's actually submission to the people that are there, both everyone, of course, the members of the church, and precisely the leadership. That's why the writer of Hebrews, when he instructs us not to forsake the assembling together of one another, as a manner of some is in Hebrews 10:25, he goes ahead to say that you should submit yourselves, Hebrews 13:17, to those who have the rule over you, which means you have a specific place where you commit to, where you submit to, and you grow spiritually. So you must look at consistency. And what really hinders people from being consistent is that they think that the church is meant to serve them what they want. So they draw a list. Well, I can't see it here, I'm going somewhere else. And that is what Reinhard Bonnke calls a consumer fellowship. Consumer church member. You're a consumer. And oftentimes and dangerously, you will find church leaders try to take a poll, a survey. What do people really want? And then that dictates their sermons. That's really ridiculous. That shouldn't be done. There should be a deliberate attempt to disciple people, particularly in God's word, not what they want. In fact, Paul warns Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2 and 3, a time will come when people will no longer endure sound doctrine. It says they will have itching ears. They will raise up teachers after their own lust. You mustn't give in to that kind of temptation. Which means a local assembly is not where you dictate what must be said and what must be done. I remember somebody gave us an idea here in church, and he said, can we do so and so? I said, will you be okay if we don't do it? Because we are not going to do it. Person felt bad because he felt I gave it to that place and they liked it. I said, well, they know why they did, but this doesn't just fit into what we teach and what we believe. You see, that's what the local church is. You don't get upset because your ideas weren't taken or your view wasn't taken. That's not why you're in a local church. You are there to submit and be accountable and grow up spiritually. So basically, you must develop a life of consistency. So consistency will mean your attitude towards everything done in that church. I know some of us are already trying. You're at least consistent on Sundays. Or go beyond that. Be consistent at the prayer meetings. Be consistent at every other thing. Make a once in a lifetime decision to be a consistent person. I mean, look at your life down the years and see how consistent have I been in and to my commitment anywhere, the local assembly precisely. And you should do that. Don't give in to the age that we are in, where people hardly stay with a job for 1 year. They've moved. Hardly stay in a location for a year. They've moved. As long as there's a slight discomfort, they move. Something they don't like, they move. Or something attractive, they move. And so usually they don't build any particular culture. Some, they're just cross breeds and all that. But be in a place, settle there, develop a culture, a Christian culture, of course, and ensure you are consistent and grow up. And I believe that when that happens, someday along the line, you find yourself that you're already responsible for the spiritual lives of others. But where you keep jumping around and you are half-hearted in your commitment, there will actually be no one that you'll be responsible for, spiritually speaking. And that's the life of Christianity, making disciples of others. So I, again, admonish you, not just you, of course, others who watch this apart from this church, to ensure that in your local assembly, you are consistent. The life of Christianity is its consistency. Is that clear? Praise the Lord.